Okay, g'day everyone, DARQs here. Doing something a little bit different at the moment. I have read a lot and seen a lot of people playing this game, the Darkest Dungeons, and I thought I'd give it a shot. Obviously, as you can see at the bottom, it's in early access. It's currently $20 to purchase it. And I've heard great things, I've seen great things, and I really wanted to give it a go. So I thought I'd record my first hour playing the game and see what it's like firsthand. Because obviously, I've seen a little bit about the game, I've got a rough idea about it, but I thought I'd try and introduce it to you guys as well, and see if you guys would be interested in playing it. So, I guess we'll start a dungeon here. Of course, we've got to go with the puns of Darkest Dungeon, ZZ, another. Alright, so we're going to start with our Darkest Dungeons. Let's begin. Let's watch the opening cinematic.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Okay, so one of the things that really stood out to me before I started playing this, or when I was watching other people play, is the art style of the game. It really reminds me of that sort of visual novel-esque sort of, like Watchmen style of art, and I really like that. I think for an open early access game, this looks incredible, and a lot of people have told me don't buy early access games, they're usually not worth it, but on the contrary, a lot of people have said that this game is very good and worth the money. So here we are on our first tutorial map. You are currently in a room. Move forth, click on another room on the map displayed. This will take you to the connecting hallway. So down here you have your map. This is how you locate where you're going. Obviously I have two characters, Reynold, the Crusader, and Dismas, the Highwayman. Now there's 10 different classes in this game that you can pick up over time. However, at the start you only begin with 2. So we can't do anything besides use the people that we have. As well as your map down here, you've also got your inventory. And I've got a little bit of food, which is great to see. So you move with the WASD keys back and forth. And I guess we'll progress to the next room and see what comes up.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Okay, so we're going to move forward. And we've run into a brigand.
In brutal fashion.
Now he's surprised. Now,
hear of your arrival.
Here is the great thing about the combat. The combat is affected by a number of different conditions. So, for example, he's surprised, meaning we have the advantage. We get to go first. And whether or not a person's surprised, whether your team's surprised or the enemy's surprised, has to do with this radiant light part, the torch, so to speak. So see, at the moment I've got 88 light, and as you can see I get a bonus to scouting and a bonus to surprise. Now, when that runs out, it can have the adverse effects. Your party can get more surprised, your party will deal less critical hits, but in turn, you get more loot, you get bonus money and things like that. So, in the combat here, I've got my skills, which I can use. So I'm going to start by using Open Vein here, which you can use by pressing the 1 key on the keyboard. So I missed, which is really annoying. Wasn't expecting to miss. It's the same thing, I'm going to use Smite. Now, at the bottom, you probably can't see. Oh, you can see because of my mouse. You can see that you've got a hero to hit, hero to crit. So I've got a 78% chance to hit, which is quite good. but I missed once again, which is kind of bad. So round 2, the Brigand gets his turn. He's going to shank. Oh, and he got a crit and bleed. And that number that you saw come up over both of the heads, that's stress. Now, as you can see down here, we've got a stress level, and that will increase throughout the dungeon if bad things happen. For example, if the light starts running out, or if we keep missing, or if someone gets a critical hit, that stress will go up. However, if I do critical strikes and I kill enemies, then the stress will decrease. And it's a really great mechanic, because if someone gets stressed, if your stress reaches 100, you have your resolve tested, and lots of interesting things can happen there. But, I mean, I haven't seen all the things that can happen, and we'll see how they go throughout the playthrough. But that's a basic rundown of the combat. It's very sort of RPG strategy-like. A lot of the moves do different things. So, for example, Stunning Blow. I don't know why I didn't use Stunning Blow, but this can stun the enemy, 75% chance. And I got the stun off, which is fantastic. So on the next turn, he won't be able to move. And the other thing is, that move, that Open Vein, that stacks. So if I hit him twice,
the greater the glory.
I can make him bleed for twice the amount of damage. So everything will stack nicely. So unfortunately, my Crusader took a bit of damage, and he's now bleeding, which is not good. But, alright, here we got an interactive object, so obviously on your way you'll find objects you can look at. I might use my Highwayman to look in there. Check inside the tents. The Brigands have left valuables,
Leave
so there
nothing
you go.
unchecked.
I got some
There is much
money,
to be found in
nice.
forgotten places.
Okay, so the bleed's over. So you see my Crusader got a little bit stressed there.
Send these
because
vermin a message.
the torch just went down a little bit more.
Has returned,
Ooh,
and
Blanket
their
Fire's
kind
not good.
is no longer
So,
welcome.
judging on their positions, you can do different things. As you can see here, for example, Open Vein, I can attack the first 2 people in a row, but not the 3rd and 4th. So I can't attack that Brigand Facilla with Open Vein. However, if I use something like Pistol Shot, I'm able to hit them both, because the Brigand actually counts for 2 enemies. So it's essentially 1, 2, 3. So what I might do is... Well, this is going to be a longer fight, so I might actually use Take Aim first, which will increase his accuracy and his critical strike chance. Rain of Whip's not good. That can induce a bleed, but both of my characters resisted, which is very good. I might stun the Brigand. Hope I can stun him. Alright, awesome, got the stun off. I really need to take out the Facilla first. So I'm going to use a Pistol Shot. Obviously he's got that increased accuracy and crit.
Decimated.
Straight away. And as you can see, I got a little bit of stress reduction because of that.
Strike.
Another thing which is fantastic about this game is the narration. I really love the narrator's voice and the way that he's got that
Devastating
epic
blow.
sound. This is a really good fight because in 2 hits I've almost killed him. So I've got no worries coming out of this fight, I think. Easy. So he's dead.
Perhaps the turning point.
And after every battle, you'll receive items. So here I got a Steady Bracer, which is very nice, actually. That increased accuracy. Anti-Venom, a torch, and some food. So I'm going to take all of these. The Anti-Venom is if you get blighted. And if you get blighted, you'll take damage over time like a bleed. So for a bleed, you use bandages, and for blight, you use Anti-Venom. So we got a chest here. Let's open it up. Something doesn't look quite right with this one. Now you can interact with the objects in the environment in different ways. So, for example, I might use the Anti-Venom or the torch on there. That item had no effect. And it consumed my torch, which is a bit of a shame. But we'll open it up. It's trapped! So yeah, see now he's got the blight on him. And what we can do is we can use the Anti-Venom to remove the blight so he doesn't take more damage. So there you go, he's healed, he's more than happy. Now we've done everything in here, so we're done. We can hit this this quest complete, and we're out of the dungeon. So we've got 5,000 gold for finishing the dungeon. Obviously we also have the treasures, and we didn't get any heirlooms, but that's no big deal. Now after every run that you do in a dungeon, you can have character traits appear, and they can be either positive or negative. So I got Automanophobia. So Reynold will get more stressed over time, sadly, because yeah, he got a bad one. But you can get positive ones as well that are really good. Anyway, we've made it to the manor, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so...
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you are bound to them.
Okay, so as you can see, after every week, every time you go into a dungeon, it takes a week to get through. And during the week, things can happen to your characters, depending on what you do with them. As you can see, they're not very stressed. They got out fine. There's no real major issues. However, if a character becomes very significantly stressed, you need to start using buildings and stuff to relieve them of their stress. And we'll touch on that after the second dungeon, I think.
Poisoned earth.
For example, the tavern
merciful oblivion.
or the abbey can be used to relieve people's stress. However, I've got to go to the stagecoach, which is a very important tool.
Men,
because within the stagecoach are
fools
people,
and corpses.
people that you can hire. So
All
here we
will
have
find their way to us
a
now that the
Vestal
road is
and
clear.
a Plague Doctor. I'm not a huge fan of the Plague Doctor, but you can increase the number of people that it will offer when you upgrade the stagecoach. So at the moment there's only 2. I want to have more than 2. So I'm going to invest a little bit in the stagecoach first. Maybe a little bit more. I actually want a lot of people available.
More
this time.
arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory.
So now I can go back in. There should be
this
4
domain
people now. No?
of the damned.
No? Okay, I guess I have to take them. So... pretty sure there's a way to... Okay, so here I'm going to change their names. Now obviously we need to do 2DX names because I'm a 2DX player. Let's see, a healer. I guess I should start naming it after Western top rankers. So this girl is going to be Donovan. Okay, so Donovan, you're in.
A sister of battle, pious
This
and
guy's pretty cool.
unrelenting.
Fontemai, Plague Doctor. Pretty stanky looking guy. Okay, so here we can see some of their quirks. He does more damage when the light's lower, and when his health is lower, he does more damage. However, he has less stress resistance and less stress heal, so he can get stressed a lot easier than other people. We're gonna call him VGTA. He's got VGTA. You're in, buddy.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked
Dismiss.
battlefield?
So we've got Donovan. We've got VGTA. Who is our highwayman gonna be? Let's make this one Gokun. Why not? And our Crusader, our Knight in Shining Armor. You can't go wrong with this one. We're gonna call him Phoenix. Alright. Will only pray for stress relief. He's prone to stealing items. Ooh, that's not so good. Not the best role to start off with, but what can you do? Alright, so we've got our full roster. What we can do now is get going with some quests. There's not much else that I can do in town.
A mecca of madness and morbidity.
So we're going to start with the
Your
rules
work
here.
begins.
It's a simple mission. Yeah. Unholy abominations turning the light against itself. Meet them in battle and learn how they fight. So we're just doing an exploration. It's a simple dungeon first. We're going to take our team of Phoenix, Gokun, VGTA, and Donovan. In that order. Okay? So what we can do then is provision for the dungeon. Now it's a short dungeon. They're recommending to bring 8 food and 4 torches.
Later,
so we're going to do that.
In blood.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 torches. And there has been a bit of advice that's been given to me. Always take a shovel. Because you never know when you'll need one. Alright, let's embark. So the mechanics of this game are fantastic. I really like the way in which stress is used and that feeling that you're always losing something. Because you're never really winning.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat
So
of
here's our map.
noble line.
As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms. It's not that bad. So we'll move into the next room and see how we go. Now this game is heavily RNG based. So we got surprised. Notice how our party orders moved around? That's not good. You don't want that to happen.
How quickly?
Oh, and a crit straight off. So that's going to induce stress on people. Not the best start. Alright, so I'm going to start by opening up the vein of this guy. Didn't work. That's not good. And he's got a bleed on him straight away, which is not good at all. So let's see what this guy has. He's got Disorientating Blast, which can shuffle the order. Very handy, actually. So I might actually use that on the Bone Courtier. Alright, because he is going to be trouble. He can cause a lot of stress for the party. Alright, nice resist there. Zealous Accusation is a very, very powerful move if it hits, which it did. Here's a good old piece of paper. Okay, so she hasn't got many good skills, which is a shame. Mace Bash is not very good. Dazzling Light is quite good. It's a stunning move. Divine Heal is a party heal, but she hasn't got a single target heal, which is probably the most important part of the Vestal. So Donovan, once again, you're scrubbed out, man. Thanks a lot for letting the party down. Alright. So he's stunned. He's good. Now I might move him back. See, that goblet induces a lot of stress, and it's a big problem. Okay, so Phoenix is bleeding. This is really not a good start. However, the Doctor has a way of removing blight and bleed, which is quite good. Let's try this actually. So this move induces blight for 3 rounds, for 3 points of damage, which is very good. But he resisted it, which isn't good. Mace Bash.
Press disadvantage.
Alright, so
Give
the
them
Vestal's
no
actually putting out some pretty good damage. Zealous Accusation!
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
So notice that 4, that's a stress reduction, because I hit him. Alright, so we'll try and Mace Bash and finish this off. Oh, that's a low hit percentage. I might actually need to heal my party a little bit. So we'll do the heal first. Oh, Gokun, please. Alright, nothing we can do but open the vein.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, so we'll take all this stuff. Alright, so we'll keep moving forward. As you can see, the more you walk, the more damage you'll take if you're still bleeding. You can get over that with bandages. The pack has already been looted. Rats. Alright, so there's a bookshelf here. I might get Donovan to read. Leather-bound books. Go ahead. Dull and uninteresting, so Donovan isn't too interested in reading, sadly. Alright, so we made it to the second room. Let's see what's in here. Alright, so we've got a battle, once again. 2 of these courtiers who I really want to get out of the way very quickly. Oh, Donovan got very stressed. You gotta watch on that stress. See, now he's up to 49. That's a lot of stress. You gotta be really careful once you start getting to the high stress levels. Alright, so 67% chance to hit, and 75. I might go with the Grape Shot first. Yes. Alright, so my Vestal's up. What's her chance to hit? 75. I think we need to keep healing up the party, because at the moment we're not looking too crash hot. That last battle was actually very costly. Very unlucky with a lot of the status elements and stuff like that to start off with. Alright, now he's got to have Disorientating Blast. Alright, I'm going to bring that Bone Courtier forward once again. You don't want the Bone Courtiers stressing out your party too much, and they will do that if you leave them alive for long enough, so you've really got to focus them down very quickly. How much damage? So 4 to 8 damage on Zealous Accusation, 7 to 15 on Smite. I will take my chances with the Zealous Accusation. So that got the Courtier out of the way, which is very good, which is reducing the amount of stress that will happen over the rest of this fight. A very important thing. Alright, so once again, I'm going to disorient and blast this Bone Courtier, try and bring him forward, so the rest of the party can attack him. Buff in the Knight's not a huge worry. it doesn't really induce that much stress. However, that Tempting Goblet, that move, notice the 16 stress there. It's a big problem if you're constantly getting hit by that. Once again, the Grape Shot Blast, very, very consistent move, very powerful. Mace Bash, 4 to 9 damage. I might actually use a party heal at this point. It's interesting, you can only heal during the battles. So if you try and heal outside of battles, you can only use things like food, which you'd rather save for events. Eating food to heal up is not a good move, and it's very costly. Anyway, Zealous Accusation. The Courtier dodged, which is disappointing, but it's alright. We're not doing too badly at the moment, so party heal once again. Knife of the Dark. Ooh.
Mortality clarified.
So the crit will always
single
induce
strike.
stress, which is a shame. Alright, so I guess we'll try using Open Vein. This might be a kill. Yes, excellent. Alright, and a bit of stress relief as well, which is nice.
So too will resistance.
Okay, so all the battles are over. So now, because I've finished the quest... Oh, and I got Scouting. Scouting can happen per chance in any room, and that chance can go up depending on what kind of party members you have and what you have equipped. So I'm going to open this sarcophagus, actually. Hidden treasures! Ooh yeah. So now I've got the choice of whether to keep exploring the dungeon or to go back to town. Now, I think we're doing okay. We've still got a lot of food, which I might eat a little bit of. However, the stress is quite high on this character, and it's a bit of a risk to do this, but I'm going to keep pushing forward, because I think there might be good treasures on the way. Alright, so Gokrin is the least stressed, so I'm going to get him... Oh, okay, no, he's prone to stealing things, so he will always try and take the treasures before anyone else. Now, we know that there's a trap ahead, and you can visually see it on the floor. However, if you haven't scouted them, they're more difficult to open. Now, each person has a trap disarm percentage. See, Gokrin has 30%, Donovan has no trap disarm skills, Phoenix has 10, and VGTA has 15. So the best person to try and disarm the trap will be Gokun, so I'm going to use him. Okay, so click the trap to disarm it, which he disarms nicely, which is very good. Okay, so we're safe to go to the next room. Now she just got a little bit more stressed because obviously the torch is going low. So the way that you can fix that is by using torches to increase the light level. So now we're back at 95%. Okay, nothing in this room, which is a bit of a shame. When you have to backtrack, it's actually a bad thing because over time you'll get more stressed. Now here's an event, a hunger event. The party needs to eat in order to keep going. So that's why you need to bring food. And how much food? So it'll cost 4 food to regain 5% of their health. Definitely worth doing. Always try and have enough food to make your way through a dungeon. Otherwise, yeah, you'll end up starving. They'll take damage. They'll get more stressed. And it's that stress management that is key to this game. If you don't manage your stress well, you're screwed, pretty much. Okay, Netherbound books. Read. The knowledge forever changes the hero. Should have known better. Okay. So, I don't know what that did to him, but, I don't think it's a good thing. Alright, so we disarmed that trap. Very good. Oh, and a free torch. So, torches will appear from time to time, and... yeah. No, they help out. I might actually use another one. Now, the higher the light is, the more likely the monsters will be surprised. So, you want to keep that torch value relatively high. Now, why can't I go in here? Ah, here we go. That was a bit weird. Okay, so there's going to be a fight in the next room. I just want to make sure I'm adequately prepared. Yeah, I think we're good. So we're going to move into this next room. Alright, here comes the fight. Alright, round 1. Tempting Goblin. Not a good start. He's quite stressed, and he might be tested pretty soon if we're not careful. So, I might open up with a disorientating blast. Smoke Courtier once again, bringing him forward. Oh, he resisted. That's not good. Rend for the Old God. Ooh. So when they use Rend for the Old God, they actually move forward. Really good time for Gokun to use a Grape Shot Blast. Nice damage output. The Highwayman has amazing damage output, however, he doesn't take hits too well, so you've got to be a bit careful. Alright, I might get him to focus on the front lines with Zealous Accusation. And it's a shame she doesn't have a single target heal, because that would have been really handy. Now, she might actually need to be moved back, because she can't use her best skills where she was. Ooh, okay, so Phoenix is in a bit of trouble, because he's taking a lot of damage. And he's also very stressed. So, oh dear. Okay, so he's on the brink of death. He might die. If he... Okay, so his resolve is being tested. Oh, lots of bad things just happened. So heroes who can't take the stress anymore become afflicted. This manifests in different behaviors and stats changes. Afflictions last until you send them to a treatment in town, unless you can reduce their stress to 0 during the quest. Okay, so he's been afflicted. He's on death's door, which is very bad. So we need to heal him straight away. And maybe some battlefield medicine would also be a wise choice. Save your sympathy. This pain is a gift. Okay, so he's become self-harming, which is not good because I can't heal him anymore. Okay.
As life ebbs,
Phoenix is at death's door.
Vistas of emptiness reveal
okay,
themselves.
so Phoenix, I'm gonna need you to make this smite work. Thank you.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow
okay,
and
so
insidious
he
killer.
might die, which is a big problem. So what I might do is, instead of continuing on, oh, there is treasures along the way, I might feed Phoenix. Okay, no, so he's not going to accept any healing. It's best just to get out of here before anything really bad happens to him, because he could die at any second. So once your HP reaches 0, it basically means that you're screwed. Like, that character has a chance of dying or being dealt a death blow. Now, death blows are only a chance of happening. So here, he's got a 67% chance of resisting a death blow. And I think it varies from character to character. 67. And you can raise and lower that death blow percent chance. So all of your base characters have 67, which is good to see. So it's a 1 in 3 chance that they could die. But I wouldn't be willing to risk it moving on. We've already got quite a bit of treasure out of this, so I'm quite happy. So we're going to end the quest here.
Room by room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours.
So this is the final reward. So I got 2 extra busts and crests and 3k gold. So this is all cumulative. All of that stuff will stash together. Now let's see what people got in terms of traits. Okay, negative trait. Light above 75, lower speed. Damn. So if it gets too low into darkness, our VGTA will be too affected. But he's also got 5% extra protection, which is nice. Unyielding. Death blow resist. 10%. That's a very, very good trait to have. That will keep your character alive in a lot of different circumstances. So, pretty average run, I'd say overall. It wasn't that great.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor.
Now we've got our stress release unlocked, the tavern and the abbey. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to have to go to the abbey because Phoenix is very religious.
The cobwebs have been dusted.
Heroes release stress by taking part in activities at the tavern and abbey. Each activity has different side effects. Experiment to find the best activity for each hero depending on their quirks. Committing a hero to an activity locks them in that activity until the next week. You have to take a different hero on your own next quest. So in the abbey we have the cloister, so that's where people can meditate, the transept, so you can pray, or the penance hall where you can get flailed on the back by religious people. Tavern's got some pretty interesting ones. We got the brothel, pleasures of the flesh, the gambling hall where you can get the thrill of winning, and the bar where you can drink your cares away. Now Phoenix is very religious, so he's going to have to go to the abbey. I kneel before you, so that will hopefully get rid of his masochistic behaviors. Now the caretaker also partakes in some of these things, and apparently he's very known for being in the brothel a lot of the time, so we'll see how that goes. So Phoenix is out. The other characters don't have so much stress, but even still, it's probably not a bad idea to try and de-stress them. So Donovan, I think Donovan might be an alcoholic. In town will only drink. So I always have to have the bar open for Donovan. And each de-stressor costs you money. So you gotta keep an eye on your money. So there you go, Donovan. Drink your cares away. VGTA doesn't have anything too bad on him, but what's his stress level? I can't see it from here. So he's at about 30% stress. I mean, I could get away with not de-stressing these two and taking them on the next expedition, but they are highly susceptible to, yeah, having problems. Anyway, we're going to go to the stagecoach because we've got 5 slots free. Okay, and here are some of the other classes that you can get. So we've got the Leper, we've got the Hellion, and we've got the Jester. Now, I think I want to take the Hellion. Now, Hellions are very, very strong characters, and Wicked Hack, if it bleeds, Breakthrough. The other good one is Iron Swan. So the Hellion has some great AoE skills, and she's basically able to hit any line if you get Iron Swan. So she's a very powerful ally to have, and a very good frontline character. So this Hellion, it's a girl. What am I going to name you? Who is another top ranker in 2DX? You can be Exy. Alright, so Exy's in.
Barbaric rage
and the Leper. The Leper once again. Really interesting class. This guy does a lot of damage with his moves. So, for example, Hue and Chop have massive damage amounts, but his accuracy is very low. So with the Leper, you've got to try and balance that accuracy. Okay, so we've got Donovan, Rhea. Oh, we haven't got Rhea yet. Okay, well I guess Rhea's going to be our Leper. Okay, so Rhea, you are in.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
Now, we can open up. I got a trinket before, and this is actually a very handy thing to have. So what I can do... Oh, he's got Creeping Cough. That's a very, very bad thing to have. That's a very bad trait, actually, because as you can see, it lowers his accuracy. And if a Leper's already got low accuracy, it's a significant problem. So what I might do with the Leper is give him this Steady Bracer to increase his accuracy. So he actually gains a bit, but now he can't do crits, which is a bit of a shame. But, yeah, nothing much we can do. Can I buy any skills? Nope, Blacksmith and Guild are still out, which is a bit of a shame, because I need to fix their quests up. Anyway, it's been about half an hour. I think it's been enough of a taste of the game for you guys to have an idea. If you're enjoying these videos, let me know in the comment section. Obviously this is a new thing, I'm just exploring it. It's just the game that I've wanted to play and commentate over. But yeah, if you guys are interested in this, or if you're interested in me continuing the series, let me know. Don't forget to leave me comments and feedback on this. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video of Darkest Dungeons. Bye bye for now.